Hello, this is a quick tutorial on how to install your Star Receipt Printer TSP 100 model. If your printer came with a CD, you can insert the CD and install the drivers directly from that disk. If it did not, or you cannot find the CD, you can go to Star's website and we'll download the drivers from there. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up Star's website. It is starmicronics.com/support. And you'll notice on their support page there's a bunch of drop-down boxes where we need to choose our printer. So I know this is a thermal printer, so in product type I'm going to select thermal. If you have an impact dot matrix, you would obviously choose that model. Printer family, you can actually look right at the front of your printer and see what it says. Mine is a TSP 100. Printer model, it does not say Eco on it, and it's not a LAN model. It is a TSP 100U, and the U stands for USB. This is the most common one. So notice how when you select that model, you cannot choose the interface. And again, that's because U stands for USB only. My operating system that I'm downloading for is Windows 8. And here's the list of the drivers. Now I always go with the light. You notice it's only 119 megabytes versus the full is 311. Download time is quite different, and this light version has everything you need for it to work properly. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And I am using the Firefox browser right now, so it is downloading automatically. Has about 10 seconds left. If you're using Internet Explorer, you would be prompted to run or save the drivers, and you'd want to choose Save. So my download just finished. Now remember, I'm on a very high-speed connection here, so it only took about 15 seconds. I have seen this light version take anywhere from 5 minutes to 25 minutes, depending on internet speed. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize my browser. And I can see my folder is now on my desktop. And it is a zip folder. You notice the icon and the file .zip. So the first thing we need to do is extract the data. Simply right mouse click on it and choose Extract All. And it's going to put another folder on my desktop. That's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and click Extract. And it's going to take a few seconds here. Alright, and that's finished. Took about 35 seconds. So now what we need to do is install the drivers. And at this point, I have the Star Receipt Printer out of the box and the cords connected to the back of it, but I do not have them plugged in yet, either to the AC power or to the computer. We always want to install the drivers first. So I'm going to go ahead and find the autorun.exe and double click, and we'll choose Run and Run again. And what this is going to do is open up the Star installer. Alright, and we can see the installer is now running. So we're going to go ahead and choose Installation. And I'm going to accept the license agreement. Okay, we're going to click Next. And I'm going to clear this out of there. You don't need to fill anything in. I'm going to click Next again. We're going to do a typical installation. And now we're going to click Install. And choose Run. And now we're just going to allow it to install the drivers, and it may take anywhere from 30 seconds to a few minutes. And once the installer finishes, click on Finish. And you can go ahead and click Exit out of the installer. You can go ahead and close the drivers folder. Okay, now that we have our drivers installed, it's time to plug in the printer. So the first thing you want to do is plug the printer into the AC power, into your wall. Once it's powered up, then plug the USB cord into a USB port on your computer. Okay, so I've just plugged in the Star Receipt printer to our computer, and we can see down here it is installing the drivers. And now to check to see if it's installed, I'm going to go to our control panel, and again with Windows 8, easiest way, move your mouse to either the bottom right or the top right hand corner. Find the Windows charm bar and click Search. Type in the word Control and click on Control Panel. Inside Control Panel, click on Devices and Printers. And I'm going to go ahead and scroll down, and I can see that my TSP 100 tier bar is installed properly. If it was not installed properly, meaning the drivers were not installed ahead of time, it would be showing up at the bottom under a category called Unknown Devices. If you ever see that, that means you need to unplug the printer, install the drivers again, and then plug it back in. Now what we're going to do is configure the Star printer to work with our Kennel Connection software. So each printer you have on your machine has a set of its own properties. So if we go ahead and right mouse click on the Star TSP printer and choose Printer Properties. The first option we want to set is the paper size. There are two places to set the paper size. The first is inside Preferences. Click on Advanced. And we want to set the paper size to 72 millimeter by receipt. Click OK, click Apply, and click OK. The second place we need to set the paper size is in the tab called Device Settings. So click on Device Settings. And right here where it says Letter, click the drop down arrow. And again, 72 millimeter by receipt. Now, while we're on this Device Settings tab, if you have a cash drawer that plugs into the receipt printer, basically what this does is when a receipt prints out, it automatically pops open the cash drawer you need to set that in here as well. So what we need to do is set the peripheral unit to cash drawer. And we want to set peripheral unit 1 to document top. And same thing with peripheral unit 2, document top. This will allow the cash drawer to pop open when a receipt is printed. So go ahead and click Apply. Click OK. And you've successfully configured the receipt printer to work with Kennel Connection. Now the very last part of this is telling Kennel Connection to use the receipt printer. So I'm going to go ahead and open Kennel Connection. And once inside Kennel Connection, click on File. And we're going to choose System Options. And in the System Options screen, click on the Local tab all the way over to the right. And right in the middle of the screen, you want to make sure there's a check mark next to Use Receipt Printer. We're going to go over, click the drop-down arrow, and choose Star TSP 100. It is thermal, so we want that checked. And I do want it to show the purchase details on the receipt, so I'm going to leave that checked as well. Click Apply. And if you also want to have your cash drawer open with the receipt printer, on the bottom left under Cash Drawer Connection Type, you want to set it to Receipt Printer and click Apply. And if you hit Test over here, it'll pop open your cash drawer. We're going to click OK. And another way to test the cash drawer as well is to go into Accounting, into Receipts, and print a receipt. That way you'll know if it opens when the receipt prints. Or you can simply come into Accounting and click on Open Drawer, and that'll tell you if the drawer will open on its own. Once you have the receipt printer set in System Options, whenever you print receipts, they'll automatically get sent to the receipt printer, and your regular reports will automatically get sent to your 8.5 by 11 printer. And that's going to do it. As always, if you have any questions, please give us a call. Thanks.